Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Atty E, Immigration Lawyer. My name is Atty Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I'm licensed in New York, based here in Texas. I've been practicing immigration for more than 10 years. In today's episode, we're going to talk about Affidavit of Support. This is going to be two parts. Medyo mahaba siya, kaya hinati natin. Disclaimer muna tayo, this presentation is for educational purpose only. This is not meant to replace a consultation with a qualified immigration lawyer. No attorney-client relationship is formed by watching this presentation. Okay, Affidavit of Support. What does it mean to be a sponsor? First, on Affidavit of Support, we file this in adjustment cases and in consular processings, employment-based petitions, and family petitions. So what does it mean to be a sponsor? Basically, the Affidavit of Support is a contract between the sponsor and the U.S. government. So the sponsor and the U.S. government, not the sponsor and the intending immigrant. What does it mean when you sign Form I-864 or the Affidavit of Support? You must show that you have enough assets and income. So meron kang sapat na assets and income para supportahan or i-maintain yung intending immigrant, yung persons sponsored and the rest of your household at 125% of the federal poverty guidelines. May computation dyan. Check out Form I-864P and you can see there yung computation kung base dun sa household members, sa number ng household members, tsaka dun sa income mo ay siniset ang 125% of the federal poverty guideline. So dapat ma-maintain mo at that level. Hindi ka po pwedeng bumaba doon. Pag bumaba ka, ay hindi enough ang income mo. So when you sign the Affidavit of Support, what does it mean? What are your responsibilities as a sponsor? Before that, let's talk about the three types of sponsorship. May principal sponsor, ito yung mga petitioners in family petitions, employment-based petitions. They are required to be the principal sponsors. Tapos, if their income and assets are not enough, then you can get a joint sponsor. Itong joint sponsor naman is not required to be related to the intending immigrant. So, pwedeng hindi siya kamag-anak. Pero the same income requirement pa rin. And then lastly, merong substitute sponsor. Ito yung when the petitioner died and in cases of humanitarian reinstatement. We're going to talk about that later on. In the meantime, we're just going to focus on general sponsorship. Okay, what are your responsibility as a sponsor and when does your responsibility as sponsor end? So we have to pay attention to this. Ano ba ang mga responsibilidad mo bilang sponsor and kailan mag-i-end yung responsibilities mo or yung obligations mo? Okay? Your responsibilities as sponsor. You agree to use your resources to support the intending immigrant's name in the Affidavit of Support if it becomes necessary. So, sumasa-ang-ayon ka, nag-agree ka na gamitin yung resources mo kung kinakailangan. You may be required to pay the cost of certain means-tested public benefits that the intending immigrant receive. Ang tawag dito, reimbursement. So po pwede kang isu ng government kung sakaling makatanggap ng certain means-tested public benefits. Not all public benefits, ha? Pwede kang pagbayarin ng gobyerno. So, importante to sa mga pumipirma ng Affidavit of Support, sa mga nag-sponsor. Itong obligasyon mo na to, when does it end? Okay, when does your responsibility as sponsor end? Your obligations to support continues until the intending immigrant becomes a U.S. citizen or can be credited with 40 qualifying quarters of work in the U.S. So your obligation to support continues hanggang maging U.S. citizen yung sponsor mo. Kung spouse petition, di ba 3 years? Kung spouse ng U.S. citizen, or 5 years naman. So 3 or 5 years. Or can be credited with 40 qualifying quarters of work. So it's about 10 years. You have to check with the Social Security Office for more information. Kapag namatay din ang sponsored immigrant, of course, natatapos din ang obligation mo to support. Or kapag nag-cease siyang maging lawful permanent resident. Take note dun sa mga nag-asawa at nag-sponsor ng kanilang asawa, divorce does not end the sponsorship obligation. Sa next episode natin, pag-usapan natin ang documents that you need to provide as supporting evidence for the Affidavit of Support. Medyo marami itong dokumento na to, kaya gagawin natin siyang isang episode. So what documents do you need to provide as supporting evidence for the Affidavit of Support? In the meantime, para sa mga hindi pa nag-subscribe, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Atty E Immigration Lawyer. For consultation, please email eboardlaw@gmail.com. Maraming salamat po. Till next time.